Let's pop up this tweet on your screen as President Donald Trump's envoy, Richard Grenell, saying Friday that he was headed back to the U.S. with 6 American citizens. It was a surprise development after he met with the Venezuelan president in Caracas. Officials from the Trump administration had said earlier in the day that one of Grenell's top aims for the visit was to secure the release of Americans detained in the country at a time when the Trump administration has been driving a deportation and anti-gang push in the U.S. Grenell did not name the 6 men shown with him aboard the plane in that photo that you see there that he posted online. They were dressed in light blue outfits used by the Venezuelan prison system. You see it. And he said, quote, "We are wheels up and headed home with these 6 American citizens. They just spoke to President Trump and they couldn't stop thanking him." Trump cheered the move in his own post, saying that Grenell was bringing, quote, 6 hostages home from Venezuela. It's unclear exactly how many Americans were being held by Venezuela, but Venezuelan officials have spoken publicly of at least 9 of them. Venezuelan officials have accused most of them of terrorism and said that some were high-level, quote-unquote, mercenaries. The Venezuelan government regularly accuses members of the opposition and foreign detainees of conspiring with the U.S. to commit terrorism, and U.S. officials have always denied any of those plots. The U.S. Special Envoy for Latin America had said earlier Friday that, quote, "American hostages that are being held in Venezuela must be released immediately," adding this was, quote, "not a negotiation in exchange for anything." In late 2023, Venezuela's government released dozens of prisoners, including 10 Americans, after months and months of negotiations, while the U.S. released a close ally of Venezuela's president. He spoke late Friday evening to the judiciary, saying that the meeting with Grenell was a positive one. The president saying, quote, "There are things where we've reached initial deals, and when they're compiled and complied with, new issues will open, hopefully new deals for the good of the 2 countries and the region." We know the two did discuss migration and sanctions while at the presidential palace. And earlier on Friday, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said that Grenell was also focused on ensuring 400 members of the Tren de Aragua gang in U.S. custody are returned to Venezuela. Obviously, a lot of developments and a lot of interesting information here. Again, Richard Grenell posting that photo here on X. As we get more details on all of this, we'll bring it to you here on Live Now from Fox.